What's up, DG? It's Matt, and welcome to NFL Week 6 Picks. What a great title. Overall, 57 and 23. I am doing very good on the year as my peak is 13 and 3. Last week I went 12 and 4, and my worst have been week 1 and 4. I went 10 and 6. So we're doing pretty damn good. It's like I know football all of a sudden, but I'm going to say this every week. I feel like I'm going to have just an absolute fuck fest one time, and it's gonna kill me. But it hasn't happened yet, so we'll see. But we're gonna get into our picks. Here we go. Thursday night, which is tomorrow for you guys. For me, actually, it's probably gonna be like tonight. But you got the Buccaneers playing the Eagles in Philadelphia, and it's actually Tom Brady versus the Eagles. Pretty much a Super Bowl rematch. But the Eagles the Eagles come back against the Panthers, and then the Buccaneers just take care of business against Miami. Take care of business of bad teams. I don't think the Eagles are a good team, so I think the Buccaneers have enough. Gronk's not going to be playing. It was just announced, but should be enough to deal with the Eagles here and give them the W. Next up, speaking of Miami Dolphins, you got the Miami Dolphins against the Jacksonville Jaguars in London. An absolute shit game, and that's why this will be the toilet bowl of the week, boys. Who do I got this? It's more, this team is really just dysfunctional right now. And I'm not even talking about Miami. I'm talking about the Jaguars. I don't like their coach. Players don't like their coach. They don't know what the fuck they're doing now. Trevor Lawrence has been playing okay. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. I think the Dolphins just have that experience. I don't know. They're just the better team. They have the better. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on in Jacksonville, but dude, pick any team you want here. I really don't care. Jacksonville could win this, and because the Dolphins are very banged up. They're gonna have Tua. They might have Tua this week, so that's a game changer, right? So, yeah, I'll give it to Miami. Next up, you got the Minnesota Vikings, who squeaked one out against the Detroit Lions. Poor fucking Detroit, man. Taking on the Panthers, who choked the game against the Eagles. I really don't know. The Vikings are a very weird team. Just seeing that you almost lost to the Lions and the Panthers barely lost to the Eagles. They might get CMC back, Christian McCaffrey, and that is absolutely huge for them. So if that happens, just give me the Panthers, dude, this is a toss-up as well. I don't know. It's pretty interesting. Can't wait to see how this one goes. But again, not game to watch, not game of the week. But this is a game to watch and game of the week. You got both of them at 4-1. The Chargers taking on the Ravens. And both of these teams had a crazy comeback in the fourth quarter where the Chargers miss an extra point and they win 42-47. Wow. Against the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns just absolutely no fucking defense that game. Just might as well just take them out and just have the offense out for both teams, and that's pretty much what game you got here. And I could say the same for Ravens in the fourth quarter. The Colts absolutely fucking collapsed. I needed the Ravens to lose for the Bengals to stay on top of the division, but no. The Colts absolutely fuck it up, so I'll probably never fucking vote for them again. Spoiler alert. But but yeah, it's going to be this game. It's a game to watch, of course. Lamar Jackson had a crazy game. God, I don't know. I think the Chargers just scored so high, and they're playing so well. They're on like a win streak. I'm going to give it to the Chargers, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Ravens won this. Take your pick for this game for sure. But I'm just going to give it to the Chargers just because, I need the AFC North to lose. But I think the Ravens can win this. I really do. I would pick the Ravens any other day. If Justin Herbert was injured, yes, I would pick the Ravens. But no. Next up, you got the LA Rams versus the New York Giants. And They're not Giants right now. They're all pretty much dead. So I'm gonna have to give it to the Rams. I mean, they played a they played a pretty close game with Seattle on Thursday night, but again, that was a short week. I think they were just a little shooken up, and then they took care of business. Yeah, I don't think the Giants have any chance here. And I probably said that against the Saints, but like Saquon Barkley, listen, guys, Saquon Barkley is just glass. He's made of glass. He will get injured every fucking season. He's overrated. I don't care what you have to say. And then Daniel Jones got injured, which sucks. And then Kenny Galladay, pretty much QB1, RB1, and WR1. They're dead. Next up, you got the Houston Texans going into Indianapolis to play the Colts. And dude, Texans almost beat the Patriots after almost beating the Bucks. That's pretty impressive. And then the Colts absolutely fucking collapse against the Ravens. And some of that was just the Ravens being the Ravens, and that was the Colts being Colts. So. I think after that loss, you're pretty fucking dead. That's a Falcons loss right there. And guys, I'm going with the upset here. I liked what Davis Mills was. I know that Davis Mills has had pretty inconsistent games, but I think that like last week, he's gonna come in this week and put it all together against Indianapolis, and this team will shine against the Colts. Mark my words. I think the Texans are going to win 2 games this season. We'll see. Texas could still take the division. Who knows? It's anybody's division still. I got the upset. You got to pick upsets. Go Texans this week. Oh, boy. Where do I start with this one? Chiefs get absolutely humiliated against the Bills on Sunday night. I believe it was Sunday night. What was it, 38-20? Just that defense is so terrible. Washington puts up no fight against the Saints, really. I mean, that Hail Mary was fucking embarrassing. I don't know what happened to this defense. And, like, everyone's questioning it. And we're wondering where are they going to put it all together? You got the Chiefs sitting in the basement. I think this is a trap game. I'm going to do it. I'm going to fucking do it. I'm giving the Washington football team the upset of the week, okay? This is the upset of the week because nobody sees this coming. Hear me out. They've won every even week. Okay, that's a stat nobody gives a shit about, but it's obviously relevant. And the Chiefs' defense is terrible as well, and Taylor Heinicke isn't doing too bad. Saints' defense is not bad, and that's how they lost that game. But I can see the defense starting to pick it up here. I think the defense will just come alive. This is just a speculation. I think this just screams upset to me. Like I'm just looking at this game. I predicted this at this in preseason too, before the season started. I'm like, the Chiefs could lose this game, and I think they will. I don't know. I'm picking the Washington football team. I'm gonna definitely fucking regret it, but man, that would be a crazy upset of the week, right? Next up, you got the Green Bay Packers versus the Bears. The Green Bay Packers, crazy ass game against my Bengals. Bengals couldn't get it done. They had so many opportunities to do so, but man, no one could fucking kick a field goal. And Mason Crosby misses 3, including an extra point, and then he gets an opportunity to get the game winner in overtime, and he does it. So now the Packers are sitting at 4-1. Should be our 4-1, but the Bears took down the Raiders, and there's stuff going on with the Raiders. I'll talk about that when we get to it. But Bears defense looked really good. They held them to 9 fucking points. Well, Justin Fields, lighting it up, scoring. Well, it was 1 or 2 touchdowns, but he did good. Justin Fields they're being sneaky. They're 3-2. They could. Yeah, this would take over the division. This would put Bears on top, but I'm giving it to the Packers. I think they'll take care of business here. I don't know. There's so many injuries on the Packers that Bears can absolutely win this. This is a toss up. I'm just gonna have to go with Aaron Rodgers here. I don't know. I feel like the Bears know and the Packers know that they'd be on top of the division, and the Packers aren't going to let that happen. So, giving me the Packers. Next up, you got Joe Burrow with a throat contusion. He's all right. He's going into Detroit to take on the 0-5 Lions. Dude, poor Lions. I wish they get a win, but they're playing the Bengals, so I can't help that. I hope they win out the rest of the season. Please do. Dan Campbell is your coach. He is your guy to help rebuild this team in the future. And I would start taking him, to be honest, to get some good players. Oh, fuck, I just have fucking voice crack. But, yeah, give me the Bengals here. I think they've proven to be a really good team. For my Bengals, Trey Waynes is injured. I think he was bad, to be honest. I think Apple is better. He's a big playmaker for our team. We really have to blow out this team to prove we're still a good team, and we have to prove we still have a lot to prove. We got to face the Ravens next week, so another big test. I wouldn't even put us as a wild card yet, but yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're a really good team. They have us at 13 in the power rankings. That's fucking flattering. But knowing my team, we still have a lot to prove. So I hope we do that against Detroit this week. Next up, you got a game to watch here. The Cardinals going into Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for the this is kind of the situation of the Jaguars, but the opposite. Jaguars haven't won a game, and I'm going to pick against them until they win a game. For the Cardinals, I'm going to pick them until they lose. The Browns put up a really good... I was praising the fuck out of the Browns defense. I started being a believer of this Browns defense. And then that Chargers and Browns game, fucking just caught me off guard. I'm like, what the fuck just happened to that defense? Their defense was non-existent. None of them were. I don't know. Think about the Browns anymore. So, I'll give the Cardinals this win. I'll see how many points the Cardinals can score, and I'll see if the defense comes back. They could just had a bad week, but we'll see. I'll see if the Cardinals could stay undefeated. Again, these toss-up games, I'm probably just gonna pick against. They're undefeated. How can you not pick them? I think a lot of people are sleeping on the Cardinals still, and they're 5-0. They got really good receivers. They got good defense to stop Baker. We'll see what happens, and go Cardinals. Next up, you got two teams two pretty overrated teams of the past decade. You got the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Patriots. I just fucking said the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick, and they almost lost to the Texans. Dude, I am making so many debates here. I'm gonna piss off so many fucking fans. Give me the Patriots. The Dallas Cowboys are 4-1. They have been a top 10 team all season, and there's that statistic where they just shit the bed. They're not supposed to play any playoff teams, like teams over 500, until November. And they lost one to the Buccaneers. Like that was after the Buccaneers. They don't play anyone good till November. This is a pretty big trap game. They're gonna be on the road in Foxborough. And I think Mac Jones is gonna light it up like he did against the Buccaneers. And I think he's gonna win this game and catch Dak Prescott and the Cowboys by surprise. And I think Dallas is gonna lose this. This is a huge trap game. One of those teams under 500 is going to sneak up on them. It's bound to happen, right? They can't just win all until November. And I can't have the Cowboys keep winning, man. Their fan base just never shuts the fuck up. And I hate their fan base so much. But I'm not going to take that into account. I do think the Cowboys are a really, really good team. But Foxborough has crazy weather. And, very loyal Patriot fans. So, yeah, just give me this upset, dude. I'm trying to have a bad week, aren't I? And then you got the Raiders versus the Broncos. I don't want to go too into the John Gruden situation, but you can't let that happen, man. It's a new era. You can't say these things in the new era. You can't. It's the modern day. That's just how it works. And they're taking on the Broncos in Denver. I think the Raiders are a complete mess right now. They lost to Matt Nagy for fuck's sake, and I think that kind of already sums it up. So give me. This is a game to watch just because of the Gruden situation. Like, it's fascinating. A head coach to get fired in the middle of the season. Like, I want to see what exactly happens to, what happens to this Raiders, how they play, how the play calling goes. Do they utilize Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake for once? That kind of stuff instead of fucking throwing to Darren Waller every fucking play. They're playing against Denver. I think this is a trap game for Denver. Denver should be able to win this. Like, Raiders are very banged up. They don't even know who their fucking head coach is, to be honest. And they can get back in the division, so I'll give them an upset win here. I think people do have the Raiders still winning, so we'll give them that. Next up, the Sunday night game. Wait, this is the Sunday night game? Are you fucking serious? Seahawks, Russell Wilson-less versus the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh with Baked Potato Big Ben. Literally a tree. A fucking fire hydrant. I don't know. I think Geno Smith is a great quarterback. I think he's not as good as Russell Wilson. He's not elusive as Russell Wilson. But that Steelers offense still scares me, man. And they just lost Juju all season long. They talked about an AFC North talk about like moving Claypool to the slot. That could be scary, but give me the Seattle Seahawks here. I think the Seattle Seahawks. I think Geno Smith can, score on this offense. I mean, score on this elite defense. Because I just think that offense isn't enough. I think this is just going to be a toss-up. You got a good offense versus a dysfunctional, like, on the other side, a dysfunctional defense. And you got a dysfunctional offense. On the other side, an elite defense. I don't know. It's going to be a crazy one. Give me the Seattle Seahawks. Just because I just don't. Like, Pittsburgh has got a tank, man. They can't have Ben Roethlisberger play all season. They can't, like. I don't know. You can't start winning games. You're not going to get a good draft pick. And then you're going to be screwed at QB. Like, you're just screwing yourself in the future. Just start losing. Thank you. Next up in the Bills versus Titans. This is kind of the same situation for the Dallas Cowboys. When are the Bills going to start losing? Are they just going to go 16-1? I think they're going to give one up here in a game of the week to the Titans. They did this last year. Titans even had COVID. You think they're injured right now? Like, half of their team had COVID last year. Titans have been fucking ridiculous the last 2 seasons. In terms of their IR and their COVID list. I think Derrick Henry is going to run all over this defense. So give me. This is a toss-up again. Give me the upset against the Bills. And give me the Titans in a very close matchup. And then, and that's going to be the bye. The 49ers, Falcons, Saints, and Jets. The first bye of the season. And they're on the bye, so it doesn't really matter. And that's going to be the video. So I hope you guys have a good week. Let me know your predictions in the comments below. Yeah, I've already decided to just switch my pick to the Bills. I don't know. I felt like I had too many upsets here. I'll give it to the Bills, and that'll be the video. Have a good week, guys.